The world has been turned upside over the past 2 years. And so it's no wonder an annual ranking of the most expensive cities across the globe has produced very different results in this year. Economist Intelligence Unit ECA International analyses the cost of consumer goods and services in more than 490 locations worldwide. The list takes into consideration several factors such as the average price of household staples including rent, utilities, public transport and the strength of the local currency. It is important to note that the ECA index mainly focuses on the living costs of expats and foreign workers. Within the list, Asian cities take up 5 of the top spots as some of the most expensive cities. Other cities considered include London, Geneva and Zurich. CNN has also reported that this year, European cities Paris, Rome, Brussels, and Madrid have fallen out of the top 30 list. Well, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell icon to get updates on the latest uploads. Let's get started. Number 10. Seoul, South Korea. Seoul is one of the most amazing cities of the world, which feature contemporary skyscrapers, pop culture, and up-to-the-minute technology. Comprised of Buddhist temples, imposing palaces and old street markets, this extraordinary metropolitan allows you to pay minimum $2,000 every month for 2 or 3 bedroom apartments in a good location. An interesting aspect about Seoul is that fruits are really expensive here. Bananas, oranges and apples come here at really expensive price, and even costs of the milk are a lot more than what you are actually paying in different parts of the world. But Seoul is a gorgeous city and one of the most expensive destinations in the world as well. Number 9, Sydney, Australia. It comes under top 10 most expensive cities in the world to visit and the 3rd position for the most expensive city for dinner out. Food and drinks are costly in this city, but there are few things that you can do for free. You can explore the free museums, art galleries, beautiful beaches, stunning public coastal walks that allow you to enjoy the spellbinding natural beauty of Sydney. Avoid expensive restaurants and choose to have authentic meals at chap spots. Number 8, Shanghai, China. It is expected that by 2028 China will be the world's biggest economy, but one of its cities has already become the economic capital of the world. Shanghai has risen through the ranks to become one of the most expensive cities in the world. The level of wealth in Shanghai is such that private purchases are more expensive than anywhere else in the world. One of the most basic reasons for the increase in expenditure is that the people of Shanghai are now much richer. The pandemic really helped the industry in Shanghai as pharmaceutical and e-commerce industries boomed, making the wealth of billionaires like Li Gu and Colin Hyunag grow exponentially. Another factor was that Shanghai's fashion industry is now booming. It has grown to replace London and other cities as the world's fashion capital. Number 7. Zurich, Switzerland. Zurich is the largest city in Switzerland, which is also a global financial center. The city charms the visitors with its pleasant setting and numerous cultural treasures. It will make you fall in love the moment you land here. The city has some of the highest prices in the world that is only due to the people living here can afford them. They earn really good wages. Unfortunately, groceries, rents, clothing, restaurants, and transportation takes the biggest chunk out of the household budget. If you ever plan on living in Zurich, you might prefer cooking at home because ordering only a panini at some restaurant can simply cost you $8. If you decide to move there, check out your bank balance as the world's highest priced restaurants and other expensive things can give you a challenge. Number 6. Tel Aviv, Israel. You can't compare the cost of living in Israel with that of its Middle East counterparts. The cost is more similar to Israel's Western counterparts. The general cost of living in Israel is higher than most OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, countries. The rental prices in Tel Aviv are around $5,500 for a 3-room apartment. Education is also pretty expensive if you want to go for higher education in private schools and international schools. If for some reason, you do not have health coverage and are going to have a baby, then it will cost you around $2,268 for normal delivery and $4,286 for a C-section. The utility and food costs are similarly high within the city. Local transport within the city is also pretty expensive. Number 5. Tokyo, Japan. From last couple of years, Tokyo has been counted as the most expensive city of the world. If you closely look at the costs of living here, you will surely understand why. Buying an apartment in Tokyo close to the city center will be a real challenge, as the price per square feet is almost the highest in the entire world. If you decide to go for a rental property, don't expect that also at cheap rates. A decent apartment in a good position can allow you spending about $4,000 per month. Almost everything is expensive here, including fruits, taxi rides, phone calls and movies in theaters. There are many reasons that make Tokyo one of the most expensive cities of the world. Number 4. London, UK. A century ago, London was considered the seat of power of the free world. With the end of the British Empire, it looked like the importance of this city would decline, but London has continued to be an ever-present force in the modern world. The city has re-emerged as a global economy and is a favorite tourist destination. The London Eye is one of the more popular sites in the city. According to a survey in 2012, Londoners have the highest quality of life, and their city was ranked 6th for the quality of its infrastructure. The survey included factors like electric supply, water availability, communication services, and public transport. The regal city has managed to keep with the latest trends in technological innovation, and has rightly earned its place as one of the world's most modern cities. Number 3. Geneva, Switzerland. It is not a secret that Switzerland is one of the most expensive countries in the world, and Geneva is certainly one of the most amazing places to have home on the entire globe. If you rent a decent apartment close to the city center, be ready to spend $3,500 per month. Salaries are also very high in Geneva. So, you can probably afford it. However, going out and having meals in a mid-range restaurant can go above $100. Alcohol is exceptionally expensive here, but Geneva is a world center for mediation, international corporations and organizations, and for people already living here the prices are very moderate. Number 2. New York, USA. New York, typically abbreviated as NYC, is one of the world's most populous megacities. Unlike other cities, New York is described as the world's cultural, financial, and media capital. This city is sometimes referred to as the capital of the world. However, this large territory has been marked as one of the most expensive cities in the world. Citizens get to spend around 50% of this salary on necessary expenses. Buying a new house is a dream for every individual, but when it comes to New York, you need $3,500 only to rent a 2-bedroom apartment. This rent is 82% of the median American salary. Moreover, private preschools and kindergartens in New York City can cost up to $50,000 a year, more than yearly tuition at some Ivy League universities. Number 1. Hong Kong. If you want to live like a tycoon, make Hong Kong your next destination, but you need to be a millionaire prior to even consider for buying a property here. Here, the price of a property per square meter is the highest in the entire world. You will have to pay more than $25,000 per square meter to buy an apartment close to the city center. A small 40 per square meter apartment may cost around $1 million. If you want to rent a property, don't expect that also at cheap rates. A decent apartment costs you a monthly rental of more than $5,000 without furniture. Well, that was today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Let us know how you liked it in the comments section. Also do subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned as we bring more interesting content to your screens.